Good afternoon and welcome to PMA Vidya Channel. I am Mukta Kandial and this is our special session of webinar, and today's session will be on the journey of our National ICT Awardee Ms. Pratima Nayak. Ma'am is PGT Mathematics at KV Fort William, Kolkata, West Bengal. Namaskar ma'am, बहुत-बहुत स्वागत है आपका.
Thank you, Mukta madam. Thank you very much. I thank all the officials of CIP and NCRT for providing me such a wonderful opportunity to share my ICT journey with all the viewers. I welcome all the viewers to this webinar for live show.
Thank you. Thank you. And to all our viewers, this session, this program is run on being telecasted on PM Vidya channel number 6 to 12 and also on our YouTube channel, that is NCRT official. So if you have any question related to today's session, you can call us on number that is 8800440559. You can also reach us via email. Our email address is training@cit.nic.in. You can also connect with us through our YouTube channel, that is NCRT official. You can drop your comment, any feedback or any question related to today's session via live chat option. So I would request Pratima ma'am to start sharing your journey ma'am with us and to all our learners ma'am.
Thank you. I joined in Fort William in year 1982 at very young age. In 1982, I first saw the computers first time in my life. In 1982, BBC gifted microcomputers to Kendriya Vidyalaya Fort William. It was working on basic language, though I sometimes entered the room, that computer lab, but I could not operate it because I did not know basic language. But I don't know why I was very much attracted to this magic boxes. So what I did, I took admission in Birla Industrial Technological Museum to learn basic language. They were training teachers free. Though it was free for teachers, but I had to attend after school hours, and my house was far from the museum, and I had a kid at my home. Still, I completed. So my first computer training for ICT tool was basic language. Here, I want to share with the viewers. One has to type 86 lines of syntax to produce National Anthem of India in that microcomputer, but I did it. So after learning this language, when I came back school, I always, when I gave the scope, I tried the program with the computers, and it gave me immense pleasure. So during 89 and 90, I completed MSc in mathematics by distant mode of education, Utkal University. There, I learned two more languages, computer languages. One is Fortran's programming and one is C programming. But I have found that neither of them helped in my teaching and learning. 15th August 1997, Internet came to India. And in year 1997, I became postgraduate teacher in mathematics, and I became the computer in charge of KV Fort William. Computer science was introduced that year as elective subjects in classes 11 and 12 for students of KV Fort William. And it was the first school in whole Kolkata region to introduce that subject. So 3 Pentium 3 computers were with a printer were purchased for 18 elective students. I was made computer lab in charge, as at the time there was no permanent computer teacher in whole Kendriya Vidyalaya Sangathan. But I could not help myself other than opening and shutting the computers. The students were learning C++. I could not help them, so I was feeling very helpless. Only I was acting as caretaker of computers, printers, CDs. My work was to support contractual computer teacher and the maintenance person. I was learning very little, though I was very interested to learn, because I didn't get sufficient time at the school hours. Here I want to share one thing. That time C++ was installed by Boland C++, which was a costly CD. So there was one CD in the stock, and I was watching it very carefully because sometimes it may be missed, so that students will make problem. One day, one student asked me to take his home because he had a computer and he want to learn this C++. So I issued in the register, but I don't know, accidentally it was gone for 3-4 days. So I was scared. I had to go his home to get back that CD because that CD was costly and I was accountable for the stock of the computer. So there I learned, never give up and think that you are through a chance to begin brand new. So what I did, I purchased a computer for myself at home. I tried to learn from tutorial and internet. In 1998, internet had very limited resources and tutorials, and it was very frustrating and time consuming because the BSNL internet was very, very slow. In 1999, I bought a ICT tool, that is Intel Keys to the Future. Intel sent a computer lab in our school. It was the first computer in whole eastern region to open such lab. Intel provided 16 computers with internet, server and network and a printer. 60 teachers of our school were trained by the Intel trainer after the school hours in batches. But for all the 60 teachers, I had to stay back after the school hours because I was the laboratory in charge, and the thing is I was interested. So every day I was learning. So in 99, I became the computer literally in true sense. I learned PowerPoint presentation, MS Word, MS Excel, emailing, receiving email, accessing internet, uploading, downloading files, burning CDs, using projectors, recording audio, MS Publisher for making certificates, copyright, and many more things. So I learned HTML myself because some publisher, when they found that computer classes are going on, they came and they gave some books. So I learned HTML. So I will share a very interesting thing here. So whenever I learn HTML, immediately with help of students and the computer contractor, computer instructor, I made a website for our school. And I hosted in a free website, that's school. So everybody appreciated me, so everybody appreciated my students, the computer teachers. But I got a call from our chairman office. Our chairman is brigadier in army. So he was very displeased because his name was in the website. And as it was very confidential to give his name, he immediately asked me to remove his name. So I was very disheartened. I came back and I deleted the whole website. Anyway, through this I learned a lot. In 2000, I became the master trainer of the Intel. The representative of Intel was visiting from time to time to check whether the course goes properly or not. I taught coding section using animation in PowerPoint presentation to show their representative, and she was so happy. She gifted a CD writer to the school, and that was a very big gift at that time because all the computers had no CD writer. It was 4,000 rupees. The cost was 4,000 rupees, and our principal became very happy. And this Intel, they made me master trainer not because of my knowledge, but for my love of sharing my knowledge with others. I have in the nature that whatever I learn, I share with others. Next day, I want to share with somebody so that I get some pleasure out of it. So now my responsibility was this: I had to manage 2 computer labs, computers, timetable for students, ICT class, students were learning, ICT use of office staffs were learning, number of computers, projectors, printers were increasing from time to time, and I had to coordinate between Intel and stocks of the school. So it was a headache to keep all the stocks and maintaining the logbook and maintaining the stocks. And here I want to share another very funny incident. My principal, he was very particular about these stocks and other things. So whenever I will be informed him, he will ask me, क्या मैडम जी सब कंप्यूटर ठीक है? तो ऐसे नहीं है, तो खाली बॉक्सा है, उसका अंदर कुछ नहीं है. तो sometimes I was scared also. I check everything because it happened in a neighboring school. In a neighboring school, it happened that the computers were there. As the computer in charge was not a computer literate, so one day it was found that all the hard disk and RAM were missing. So what I did, due to this challenges of troubleshooting, networking, virus problem, internet connection problem, and about other computer accessories, I got admitted and completed postgraduate diploma in computer application under Pondicherry University to update myself about the computers. I became little bit confident now. At least I could understand what is LAN and what is WLAN. And some of my colleagues advised me, you leave the computer department, why you take so headache? But as I was interested, I was observing that students are learning, teachers are learning, so I can take some responsibility. So I became little confident after doing the PGDC. Next, 2000 to 2005, my journey took a speed. I became master trainer in all the in-service courses, help for all the category teachers of Kendriya Vidyalaya, teachers in the whole Kolkata region. I trained nearly 1,000 teachers and as well as principals of the Kendriya Vidyalaya of Kolkata region to use ICT tools. Not only that once, but whenever any new ICT tools come to use, I was training, I was guiding them how to use. So I improved my ICT skills during these periods, accessing information from internet, not for me, for whole school, connecting through Skype, opening email account of the school, interacting through emails. I learned MS Excel. That is a very powerful tool for my mathematics teaching. I applied my skills to prepare mark sheet and progress report for the students, salary sheets, result analysis of the school, annual report of the school, pay fixation of the staffs, making database of the staffs. Here I want to share, not only for the school, our assistant commissioner once requested me, Madam, can you guide our office staffs, regional office staffs to make database of the staffs for whole Kolkata region. So I spent there 2-3 days, and that time I was not that expert also, but by trial and error method I could do it, and he was very happy. And that same files was distributed to other region also, so that other can use it. So this is the use of ICT tools. Once it is invented or once it is developed, it can be used by all the things. So sharing is a very important thing in ICT world. Once you learn anything, it is better to share with others. Please don't keep the things to yourself. I have never kept the things to myself. So this is very good. Then another skills I developed and I became very expert, that is mathematical equation. While when the teacher starts typing in the Word, MS Word, they found that these were mathematical symbols and science symbols. They cannot use it. It's very difficult to bring one by one all the symbols. Sometimes it will be different. But this mathematical equation, it helped me to present my lesson in mathematics very well. I was involved consistently development of study materials for mathematics for classes 12 and class 10 because I was very quick to use it and I have developed a interest and expertise. Next is typing the question paper as I told. So every year I was deputed for the typing the question paper and moderation of the question paper for whole Kolkata region during the pre-board examination and other examination. And another my ICT skills what I acquired, that is guiding Hindi language teacher to use Hindi font. Because most of the times, we found that my colleague, suppose he made a presentation in Hindi, and whenever he is taking that PowerPoint presentation to other computer, he is finding that it will be in a different language or different script. People were laughing, but the teacher who made it, he was so disheartened and depressed. So we found a technique on this code language so that we can use this Hindi font. So I was trainer for the Hindi font also for some times. Next is in 2004, I see training to neighboring schools. Under Smart School program, there is a proposal from KVS for computer literacy program for neighboring schools. 100 students and 5 teachers of each of 3 neighboring schools were trained in our Vidyalaya, and I was the coordinator for that course. The training was after the school hours. So it was completed. The course was very successful. We also got the smart school identification, but our principal got 11 lakh rupees from Kendra Sanghathan under this head. But our principal was so scared to take this money. He says, so much money, we'll buy so much computer, where will keep? We don't have classroom, even 2 lakh already we set up for the computer. So he refused, and that money went to another school. And what happened to me? In these years, I faced so many challenges. Number of computers, printers, interactive boards were added to infrastructure of the school from time to time. Both the students and teachers were eager to sit in computer and internet, so there is no free period, no free time. Always computers, 2 labs were packed. Neither permanent computer teacher nor laboratory attendant was there in the school. Contractual teachers were for yearly basis, so not accountable. Troubleshooting was a big issue that time. Some people will be shouting, printers are not working, this cartridge is finished, computer, internet is not coming, internet is very slow, this website is not opening. So always they are calling me, thinking that she is the computer teacher or she is the expert. Sometimes I enjoy that also, but gradually it became very difficult for me to solve each and every problem. Discipline was a big issue. Students were locking computer with the passwords, so others could not sit. They were taking away the mouses. Whenever they sit, you will find that after the class, 2-3 mouses will be missing. So that was a problem. And they were accessing teachers' files because there was no separate computers for teachers. So both teachers and the students were sitting in the same computer, and teachers, when they are making the mask sheet or keeping it, students were accessing, because students are always more expert in ICT tools than teachers. So wherever you will keep, they will try to find. Some students, not all the students, some students also report that these people are doing this thing. So with the help of them only we can catch accessing teachers' files and accessing inappropriate website. That was a very big problem. Students could not understand which website they will go, so they were surfing the internet and they accessing all the websites. So this was a great problem. Next is year 2005, theme-based online project. Another ICT tools was added for the teachers, and I was also among them. Oracle Education Foundation introduced project-based teaching course online. I was one among the first 100 teachers of India to take the training. I found this project-based teaching is very useful in teaching mathematics because usually students are not interested in mathematics, but I thought that when it will be included or project will be integrated, perhaps they will be interested. I learned how to integrate multidisciplinary project in lessons. I trained my students to use different ICT tools needed for the projects. Students were very interested to participate in the project. So I found that time after doing 2-3 projects, whenever you will enter the class, they will shout what chapter you are going to teach and which project you are going to do next time. So they thought that teaching means it will be a project for Pratima Madam. Then I trained all the teachers of KVH Kolkata region to integrate project. We were thinking that is theme-based project. Here, I want to share another thing that gave me satisfaction and pride. Whenever I went for this theme-based project training, I found that some teachers are very expert, and I asked you people are very expert. So one of the teachers, he told me in Bengali, "Keno hobo na? Apni to khori dhoriyechen." Apni to khori dhoriyechen means you are the first teacher for me. That's why I am so expert. So sometimes you feel happy for it. And what is the impact of ICT in my mathematics teaching? I am not talking about other subjects. In my mathematics teaching, I found that my students were motivated to study mathematics after this introduction of project-based teaching. They were not afraid of mathematics. They thought that it is as like as other subjects, so it is not scary. Students enjoy the subject. Students become more responsible for learning because they were taking the responsibility of preparing a report or making a chart or drawing a graph. I received more love and respect from the students. They thought it is a unique teacher. Students learn to evaluate their work themselves. They learn to give feedback. I became an innovative teacher. And my result was gradually improving. My result was gradually improving. This is a very important point. I have experience in this project-based teaching. Here I want to share with other teachers, if you are some teachers, whenever a student is doing any activity or anything, if you can preserve it, you can show it afterwards, it creates a magic. So whenever my students were doing any projects, so I was making a small video and putting it in YouTube or showing them next class. So they were so happy and they feel proud. So they will be motivated. They were motivated to learn mathematics. In 2005 to 2011, students went global. Number of students participate in. It's not that my students. It is students of Kendriya Vidyalaya Fort William, because including me, many teachers were very expert in ICT tools. They were working day and night. Number of students participated in national and international online project competition on the platform of ThinkBase and also awarded prize and certificates. So I was also judging the international competition. So I felt very proud at the time. Suppose I am judging a project of China, or I am judging a project of American students. So you will learn so many things when you judge the project of other countries' students. Due to all these efforts of me, my colleagues, my principal, my students, TV Videocon was awarded as best school for ICT use in state by Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. And we got 1.5 lakh for as a prize. And our principal, he developed a third laboratory out of this money. And I feel credit with, because I was the in charge of whole ICT use of the school. In 2009, my ICT journey was accelerated. I was appreciated by KBS National Award. So I said there is no limit to the goals you can attain. In 2010, I completed IDGC online offline mode. I completed postgraduate diploma in guidance and counseling from RIE Bhubaneswar, NCRT, which was conducted both online and offline mode. And here I want to share why did I admitted in this course. For my last so many experience, I found that in spite of teachers' effort, some students are there, they are not mentally healthy, sometimes they play mischief. As I was talking about stealing the mouse or deleting others' files, not only in the computer, in the class, sometimes they don't listen, sometimes they play mischiefs or they fight with others. So I was thinking to do a course online, because I cannot take leave and I can join the whole year course. So when it was started online course in NCRT, I joined immediately. This was the first year, the online course I joined, and I got A plus, and because I was so much interested in that course. So to help my students, I did the course, and actually I could help the students after that. So as a result, in 2015, I became online career counselor. Government of India started online portal National Career Service for Career Counseling. So I got an invitation to be part of it. I became online career counselor in this portal. Still today, I am working as online career counselor. It is a very successful program, and through this, I interact with youth or adolescent throughout the country. Sometimes they are. I observed that most of the youth are not happy with their job. For the money they go, but they are not happy. Sometimes they ask to change. Madam, can you suggest me how to change the career? How to? One thing only I say them, you have to choose your career according to your interest and aptitude. Not only interest is enough for your career. You should have aptitude in that career. Then only you opt the career, and you should love your job. If you are not loving your job, then you cannot do for a longer period. So anyway, I have some many experience of sharing and talking, interacting to the youth of the India. In 2011-12, another challenges we took. Career Videocon participated in International School Award competition. British Council to integrate international dimensions to the curriculum. We had to complete 9 projects within the year. So 80% of students and teachers worked continuously to finish it. Some of the innovative projects were Tales of a River Beyond the Boundaries, Me the Savior, You the Survivor, Your Crop versus Our Crop, friendship beyond boundaries, in the land of marvels, hotels, geometry, in architecture. So through these projects, all are collaborative projects, all are projects with the international dimensions, students applied their ICT tools and greatly improved their language skills, research skills, skills of collaboration, and other 21st century skills. 80% of the students and teachers participated in 9 number of projects. Program was very successful and school was awarded International School Awards 2012 to 15 by British Council. And I was awarded International School Coordinator Awards 2012 to 15. As a coordinator of whole program, I got opportunity to interact with educators and teachers of different countries and learned about their educational system, practice and pedagogy. In year 2010, I initiated Alumni Association for the first time in KV Podium, which was only possible through Facebook and emails. So this is another ICT used to have a gathering or to have a association. In 2015, we could celebrate Golden Jubilee celebration with alumni and superannuated teachers. 2010 to 15, projects. I was involved in all the projects, not only me, my colleagues, my students, and the whole teaching was, maximum teaching was through the project. My projects were showcased in Microsoft ThinkBased, blogs, spaces, and YouTube channel. Some of the most likely projects were learn about triple M mean median mode, mathematics of planet Earth, mathematics of kites, measuring a monument, only 1 degree of difference changes a lot, leaf and net leaf, geometry and architecture, who got part from London Olympics in 2012, Arctic Ocean and equation to straight lines. So these projects are in the different blocks. So out of these two, I'll talk about who got what from London Olympics 2012, because with this project I participated in National ICT Award 2013. This project is about the statistics. The students were assigned the task to find the achievement of different countries in Summer Olympics 2012 and make the ranks different categories of medals and sports wise. They collected data from internet and combined in groups. They presented this data through graphs, pie chart, using spreadsheet. They constructed bar graph rank wise. They wrote the report and presented the groups. Through the project, they developed many ICT skills such as surfing internet safely, downloading, saving, editing, use of digital camera, printing, scanning, making report, making website, and making videos. Similarly, another project I'll talk about, mathematics of kites. That project I submitted for the competition of Microsoft in 2014. It is about quadrilaterals in class 8. The students were assigned the task of making kites in the class. The students were excited to learn because they were making kites. They had to explain what type of quadrilateral the kite is, and they had to justify why they are categorizing. Through this activity, they learn properties of different quadrilaterals, squares, rectangle, parallelogram, trapezium, then squares and rhombus, similarity and difference between them. They were motivated to learn because there was a subtask. After the projects, after the presentation, they will fly the kite in the field. So that motivated them to do the project and to learn. So they learned, they collaborated with the other students of other countries. Is there is a subtask in that project, kites of the world. So they learned about kites of different countries. At first time they fly the kite. This project was appreciated by Anthony Salcito, Vice President of Education, Microsoft, in his blog. Next is mathematics with GeoGebra. I tried different ICT tools offline and online for teaching learning mathematics. I presented my findings in different conference exhibition conducted by RIs and NCRT. I posted apps and presentation online to get feedback from other experts. I developed more than 100 apps in GeoGebra, number of quizzes in quizzes.com, and more than 100 slide stores in slideshare.net. So these are the web platforms where I have shared my things. GeoGebra, I have told it is more than 100 quizzes. Also can be made with the GeoGebra, very interactive apps, then quizzes, then presentation in slide shares, and with other educators and experts, I connected through Classroom 2.0, Twitter, and Facebook. So there is no limit to the goals you can attain. Your possibilities are endless as your dream. So I was awarded so many awards, teaching awards by Pearson, then excellence in teaching by TIFI, India Quality Education Awards, then International School Award by British Council, then Microsoft Innovative Educator Expert. But in 2013, I touched the sky. I was awarded National ICT Award from Honorable President of India, Sri Pranab Mukherjee. I was privileged to be with Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji. I am very much thankful to CIT and the NCRT for providing such platform for the teachers, not for me, only for the teachers, so that they can give the recognition. I am thankful to the thousands of my students, as my success is due to them only. I thank my family members, and I thank the Joint Director of CIT, Professor Behera, for inspiring me, and I will thank Arya for mentoring me. So I thank them from the core of my heart. But my journey did not stop there. In the year 2014, I was privileged to be part of CIT and CRT. So I completed ICT curriculum for teachers by CIT online. I was a member of review committee for ICT syllabus for students developed by CIT and CRT. I was a member of developing study materials for West Bengal state school teachers by RI Bhubaneswar. I was a resource person for gender sensitization of staffs and the teachers of Kolkata region, which was both online and offline. Then I have already talked about this. I got Microsoft Innovative Educator Expert Award in 2014 and 15. Again in 2017-18, I completed online course Action Research for Teachers from NCRT. This was a completely online course. I participated in a workshop to develop mobile app for early education for pre-primary students in 2017 in Department of Elementary Education, NCRT. So here I want to share one thing. When I got the mail from Professor Rajput that Madam, can you please join with us this workshop? It is for primary section and 3 days workshop. We are making mobile app. So I replied, sir, it is for primary children. how I can help. I have never taught primary students. Professor Rajput told me, "Are madam, आप आ तो जाइए." So I came and we worked 5 days. It was very interesting workshop because we are preparing for the first time in mobile. And after 5 days, when there was time for demonstration, I found that others have made very excellent and very effective air, but they could not finish within that. But mine was very simple, but I could finish within these days, and I demonstrated the whole thing. Then Professor Rajput told me, "Madam, आपने देखा आपको क्यों बुलाया गया था? They should learn from you how to finish that work in time." So I felt very blessed. Then I participated in e-content development CIT, NCRT in 2009. So I edited 30 videos, which was published, which was showcased in this Diksha and Mishta and other things. So I did it. Then focusing on my channel. So this is my YouTube channel. It is Maths and Mind. That means I post video for mathematics as well as for mental health, because these were the two problems I faced while teaching. That means if mind is weak, then he or she can study mathematics, because it needs some critical thinking, it's sound in mental health. So I post the videos for both the things. These are the teachers' tutorial for during the pandemic. To help the teachers, I made so many tutorials: how to start Google Meet, how to write Hindi in Google Meet, and then how to, instead of typing, how you can from PDF file you can convert it to directly into Google worksheet. So how to make quiz on the Google this. Then my tutorials are about the GeoGebra. GeoGebra is a very useful app for your geometry as well as algebra. So I made so many tutorials how to open it, how to work on it. Then my YouTube channel is also about the new questions, any new innovative questions or case study questions which is newly introduced for new education system, competency based questions. So I posted so many questions for class 12 as well as class 10 students with the answers. So I am, though I am not, I am with the students till now through WhatsApp, through email, through phone. So whenever any student asks me any question, "Madam, can you please solve this for me?" And they send a photo in WhatsApp. So I solve it. I solve for them. But I think, so that time I think, if this is the doubt of one student, there may be doubt for 100 students. So make a small video of that, and I put in the website, this YouTube channel, so that many students can be benefited. This is my art. Yeah, or this is my principle. Similarly, these are the some videos for the parents: how to handle loneliness, how to displace your negative emotions for adolescents, how to encourage your child to do homework, how to encourage your child to speak the truth. So sometimes the parents, they congratulate me, they thank me that "Madam, you are doing a great job." Then again, I have involved myself with national education policy. I am working on numerous skills and competency. I worked as resource person for KVS teachers for national education policy in 2020 and 21. I was as a member in one online workshop for development of exemplar problems in mathematics in class 9 and 10 in RI Bhubaneswar in 2021, and recently I also participated in online workshop for development of course in mathematics for class 9 and 10 NCERT 2022. So still I am working. This is my timeline. It is not finished. I am still working, and I will work till my death for the betterment of the students. I will post a video, not in a day, but at least one in a week. And this is a message I want to share with all the viewers. So today I sent this thing to my student. He just congratulated me, Madam, Ma'am, you are each and you will be the most lovable teacher of ours. Every word taught by you, academic or non-academic, is always with mine. I am proud to be student of the best for today. So I was so happy that students are still with me, they wish me. And according to my students, I am one of the best teachers because I believe teachers have three loves: love for learning, love for learners, and the love for bringing the first two loves together. I think I am good as I love what my students love, that is technology. I feel lucky to be part of CIT, RIE and Mathematics Department NCERT. Whenever I get opportunity, I feel blessed to be work. So learning is a never-ending journey. So I learn and thank you all the viewers. Thank you, Madam.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for taking us through your inspiring journey, and we only wish you more and more shining and rewarding experiences ahead. Ma'am, we still have some time, last few minutes left into the session. I think we can have some questions for you as well.
Yes.
Okay, so ma'am, our very first question to you is, ma'am, as you are now retired from the academic, so now how you are helping the students, ma'am?
I am helping the students because some students are still have the children in their classes. Their children are also in the school. They contact me through phone and WhatsApp and Facebook. And whenever any students they lost any certificate or other things, they are continuously in touch. The groups, somebody from some group is in touch with me to ask how to help this child, madam. So I contacted them or directed them through WhatsApp, through email, and through Facebook.
Okay, and ma'am, as you have already told us about your journey, about your inspiring journey in detailed manner, but I would still ask you, do you recall any funny moment or any incident that you had in your journey?
Yes. While I was very puzzled about this computer, so many computers, this is not working, that is not working, somebody stuff. One day, my assistant commissioner, new assistant commissioner, he came in a surprise visit. So he came into the computer lab. Immediately, I thought that he is a maintenance person. I showed a computer. I told him, "Can you correct this?" So behind him, our senior teacher was standing. He told, "Madam, he is the assistant commissioner. He is the assistant commissioner." So I felt very embarrassed. Sir, I am very in a position that computers are not working. I thought this maintenance person is so. He told, no, I am very happy with you. At least you are very serious about this computer lab.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for sharing this experience with us and with all our learners. I think it's time for us to end our session here. But before that, I would like to thank Ms. Pratima one more time, ma'am, for this wonderful session. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you all the viewers.
And also to our learners, thank you for tuning into our session. Stay connected to PM Vidya channel and NCERT official. Our upcoming session is Sahyog. Namaskar.